Anybody left? Now see what we have been doing since morning. First of all, we learned what are the various techniques of modulation of the voice, what is articulation. We then went on to certain exercises for enhancing the capacity of our breath so that we are able to speak longer sentences in a more clear, articulate manner. We are able to control our speech better. Then we did certain exercises for varying the pitch, for bringing about more clarity in our pronunciations. And then we read out all the speeches where our focus was on modulation of the voice, putting it into practice. Now, why have we been doing all these things? Ultimately, there is a larger objective. That larger objective is that when we are making any kind of speech, when we are delivering any kind of presentation, when we are facing an audience, we should be able to put all these things together in the presentation that we are making, not in the words of somebody else. Now, having done all that we have done so far, the next logical thing to do is to build and deliver a presentation. So I am going to give you a list of topics which you can just quickly jot down, and you can pick up any one of them. The presentation will be 2 to 3 minutes. We can't go more than that because we have to cover every one, and then we also have to play back the presentation, so that's going to take a little bit of time, and we also wish to give you some feedback on how your presentation is. So the topics are: number one, character. Second, confidence. Third, personality. Fourth, interpersonal skills. I'm sure you must have heard about these concepts when you were in your training. And the last is happiness. These are various concepts. Tell us what these things mean to you. Now, the way it works, and this is something which a technique which you should carry forward. You make a list of presentations, things which you are going to talk about in your profession, your career. Make a list of 15-20 things, just as I've given you 5 topics today. Spend about 5 minutes preparing 4-5 short points which you are going to talk about in your presentation. 1 or 2 minutes reviewing them, and then another 3 minutes delivering your presentation. The idea is that you are training yourself to delivering an extempore presentation with the bare minimum of preparation, and with the focus on making eye contact and communicating with the audience, as it were. See, what is the difference between a read out speech? You have read out so many speeches so far, and a presentation such as the one which I am making. I am looking at all of you. The most important thing is eye contact. When I am making this presentation, I am making a conscious effort at looking at each and every person, observing how each and every participant in this audience is reacting and responding to my presentation. Now, this is also something that which brings you closer to the other person. It's also something that gives a lot of confidence. There is nothing which can give you more confidence than delivering a very effective presentation. You just need to get into the mode. I'm sure you have been through a lot of training. Now this is the time to put it all together and put it into good use at it. So I think I've spoken a lot. It's time to get down to preparation. Your 5 minutes start now. Any one of them.
happiness.
You can also once again mention your name because
I don't know my name, right? My name is Akhil Matre.
They know,
Yeah.
but we'll have to note down
Okay.
and recommend. Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Akhil Matre. I've chosen the topic happiness for the presentation. Happiness, as in definition, can be said as when a person is emotionally satisfied or he gets a joyful feeling. But through a
Now we require total silence.
happiness, as in definition, can be said as when a person is joyful, gets a joyful feeling in the sense as well as he is emotionally satisfied. But this definition does not conclude the meaning of happiness. For example, what is happiness? We can take our own examples. We work a lot. We be in different states. We go apart from this state to this state for working. And for guys like us, what could happiness be? It would be like when we go to our home and see our parents for the first time, and the look in our eyes, the emotions on our face would be defined as happiness. What does happiness do exactly? Happiness can do anything. For example, it can bring a person who is not emotionally satisfied, bring him up to his spirits, as well as there's some difference in happiness for different people. For example, if a guy is quite rich as well as a guy is quite poor, even what we call as a niwala, a small piece of food, a small amount of food can be happiness for a small person, as well as for a rich person it could be a Bentley or a Rolls Royce. Why is happiness required in life? Happiness can be used to maintain focus as well as balance our life emotionally. And happiness, if a person is happy, he performs more well during the work also, and as well as it helps in getting more success. Happiness can also be used to support someone. How can we make someone happy? For example, giving someone a special gift which he appreciates quite a lot. That's it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Jaideep Bhagwat. Again, my topic is happiness. See, as my friend Akhil said, that happiness is, you can't define happiness, such as, you have to, like in this industry, we just check guest happiness. So what we do is all the guest should satisfy, so that we met their expectations or do various things or various efforts to make him happy, so that he will be loyal, or he can come back to our hotel so that the hotel can gain more profits. So happiness can come from various issues, like if someone is telling you yes, yeah, you are the good person, you're performing very well, yeah, you're happy. If you're happy, you can be loyal, you'll be working very hard, you can grow, you can be hardworking, which will come to you'll be hardworking, which will result on your work, and which will give the guest a feeling that he'll be happy from your work, and he'll be loyal to your industry or something. So that also it is said that motivation also keeps a man happy. So if the guy is motivated, he can be happy, so that the cycle goes on, So that's what I wanted to say. Some examples are there in IT when we work. When the shifts are slow, you are going through various shifts. If you are working in banquets and all, and you are going through various long shifts, and in a day when the another day you come and you say yes, the manager says, okay, you have worked a lot, just take off. That is where you feel like you're happy. Yeah, you can feel it. Thank you.
Give it a break here.
Good afternoon, one and all. My name is Vidula Shirke, and I have choose my topic is interpersonal skills. According to me, I feel that interpersonal skills are inside us only. They are like the word itself explains as interpersonal, inside ourselves. So the skills which this interpersonal skills are skills we use in our daily life to communicate and interact with each other. It includes not only how we communicate with each other, but also the confidence, our ability and ability to listen and understand. It also includes problem solving, decision making, and personal stress management are also considered as interpersonal skills. People with interpersonal skills are usually very successful in their professional as well as personal life. The interpersonal skills help us to grow in our career for which we work. Thank you.
Good afternoon, one and all. My name is Akanksha Vyas, and my topic is happiness. So, what is happiness? Happiness is just the state of mind of a person when he is very happy, he is very joyful and very satisfied with his life. Now, for like happiness could be different for person to person. It could be different for a child, for a youngster, for a girl, for an elderly person. It's all different. Now, for us, happiness is the one which affects a person's personality. It affects a mood, nature, behavior, everything. So for being in this industry, it's very important for us to be happy, because once we are happy, then only we can make our guests happy. So that's all from my side.
Very short. Now we would expect at least 3 minutes you should speak. So 3 minutes means about 500 words. Speak a sentence and pause. You have the points, you can look at the points, no problem. Feel very natural, very honest and see the points. They understand, no problem. That will give you ability. Instead of using filler words, getting nervous, you can face the audience, make the sentence, pause, and speak another sentence. Okay?
Good afternoon, friends. I am Rahul Pandey, and my topic is once again happiness. Happiness is all about being happy. Happiness is not a commodity which you can go and purchase in the market. For example, you cannot say, you can go in the market and say, can I have some happiness? No, you cannot get that. It is a feeling which has to come within. So let us first define what happiness is. For a child, when he gets good chocolates and his favorite toys, he becomes happy. For a student, getting good marks in academics makes him happy. For a professional like us, giving good results and products to his company makes him satisfied, and that brings happiness to him. So now as we have defined happiness, so let's see what exactly it takes to get happiness. Happiness is an intangible feeling which requires that inner satisfaction and content and pride in whatever we do, whatever we feel. Happiness can easily come by maybe by watching a comic movie, but that is not happiness. That is only a momentary pleasure that doesn't last longer. So as a whole, we can conclude that happiness is all about feeling good within ourselves, which sometimes also comes because of external environment in which we are in. So let's be happy and keep smiling. Thank you.
Next.
You wanna guess what my topic is? Most of the things are told by them. I just want to ask one question. Are you people happy?
No. No.
You are happy? Yes. What was the last line of Rahul?
Let's be happy. Let's be smiling.
I was asking him. Why did I ask you? If you are happy, you would have been listening to Rahul.
I was listening, but last time
He was busy being happy.
He was busy doing nothing. That's why he was happy doing nothing. Ultimately, the result is zero. So, what is happiness? Many definitions, many things we have got. I have just asked only one question. I have asked just you one question. Each and every, most of the person told they are happy. I asked another question. What was his last line? Very few people have told that. What does it mean? Are they really happy? Are they not? So each day before going to sleep, just ask one question. Are you happy? If you tell to your inner self that you are happy, then you have made your day for yourself. Thank you.
Good afternoon, friends. My topic is confidence. So confidence can be Shantanu Pratap. Chauhan.
Yeah.
My topic is confidence. So the confidence can be generally you can describe the confidence word as a state of being a correct in whatever chosen action you are, whatever course of action you have chosen, and in your best, in your efficient and most effectively action. The confidence you can break down into self confidence. The self confidence is having confidence in yourself, and it can be breakdown in overconfidence. The overconfidence can be excessive belief in someone or succeeding without any failure, which can be in a good side, on a darker side as well. There's one more thing. If you there's one more comparison. It's unmerited confidence. Believing in that, like if someone is capable of or someone is capable of doing something, but in actually he is not. He is not. Like I want to give the example now. So this is the feeling which aroses the arrogance and the this created arrogance in the person's mind and perspective. So the confidence should be there, but it should not be over and should not be less. So that's it. Thank you.
Which is something which you have to focus on. And your ending was a little abrupt. See, whenever we are concluding a presentation, it should offer an overview or wrap up of what we have said, or at least leave the audience with something to reflect upon. That is the message which we are trying to convey. Akanksha, again, accent neutralization is an area which you can work on. Now, the question is how you go about it. In the booklet which we have provided, there are various kind of voice exercises. And plus the other thing is Shakespeare. See, Shakespeare is really difficult for people who are really good in English. Somebody who would have studied throughout in an English medium, even for him or her, it's difficult. So if you are able to master even one of the speech, let's say Mark and Anthony or Shylock, it will do the trick. Rahul, your sentences need to be spoken a little more smoothly. See, what do I mean by speaking sentences a little more smoothly? Sentences should be spoken smoothly. They should not be spoken in that way. Again, how do we do it? By practicing the loud reading. Things which, what the speech which we read at a very high pitch. If you are able to sustain your voice at that pitch without running short of breath, by managing all those difficult pronunciations, believe me, it will do wonders to your voice and speech. The important thing is you will be communicating at an entirely different level. Sushovan. Excuse me. You need to do loud reading, Sushovan. See, this loud reading is something. It's a wonderful recipe. It's one of the common therapies for many voice and speech related problems. While you're doing loud reading or while you're doing the pronunciation exercise, always focus, always observe the things which you find difficult to pronounce, and those are the things you need to focus on. And finally, we have Shantanu Pratap. There are a few things which you need to keep in mind.
Yes, I know.
What you know?
What are the things?
Actually, I thought something else, I wrote something else, and I delivered something else. So it was completely disaster.
Now, one thing, why weren't you not referring to the points which you had written? After all, the preparation time which was given was for writing out the short points which you should glance and talk about while you are delivering the presentation. Now see, why is this technique important? Initially, few times you practice it in this manner. Afterwards, the points will start forming in your own mind. You may not even need to jot them down, they just form. Or even while you are delivering PowerPoint presentations, you do the same thing. You just write down the points on the slides, refer to them and describe them. So what you need to do, Shantanu, is First and foremost, as a starting point, try to speak shorter, simpler sentences. See, a tendency is sometimes what you do, you start a sentence, before you finish that sentence or clearly convey that idea, you start another one. Then you can also improve your voice projection. That means the voice should not drop. Many a times we start our sentence at a particularly loud level. Because we are not able to control our breath, the voice level starts dropping until the last one or two words are barely audible. So that is something which you have to avoid.